Crazy crypto market crash. What is next? Let's dive in. So a lot of you guys are asking us, where were we at during the crypto crash? Honestly, guys, we were out on the farm, living life. I didn't know about it until probably about an hour later, and didn't really realize how bad it was till I actually looked at CoinMarketCap, and it was pretty sudden. So I feel bad for everyone on leverage. I do feel bad. We did have one leverage position, but it's not over leverage. That crash didn't really do anything for us. Because we were about 10%, 10% of our available leverage, like very low risk trade. And I'm just upset that I didn't accumulate more. If you were around at about 1 o'clock, you would have been able to accumulate massive amounts of crypto at a discount. But let's dive in and see what people are saying. So taking a look here at what is going on. So we have Arthur Hayes coming through. We have Tom Lee also coming through saying that a major market sell-off tomorrow, more to come. Now, I want you guys to understand, Tom Lee is the same guy that says he wished he would have never created Litecoin. And he's an Ethereum maxi and just somewhat all over the place, in my opinion. But here he says, as you know, markets rarely bottom on Fridays. So anyways, maybe Monday is the flush, but then that's the buying opportunity. So he does have some wisdom there. Pay attention to what he says at the end. That's the buying opportunity. So market open on Monday. He's anticipating another drop tomorrow, and we're expected to see how that plays out. I definitely think that the opportunity is there. Looking at the charts, like, it's Bitcoin almost wicked that critical level I was talking about. Almost wicked that area. Then comes right back in zone. Okay. So if this isn't manipulation, I don't know what is, right? I get it. Tariffs were announced, freaks out the market. I get that part, but the TA is still holding strong. Still holding strong. Looking at Cardano fell off a cliff as well. Goes down to 27 cents from 27 cents from 88 cents. Crazy. Like, haven't seen anything like this. Even when FTX dealt with the nonsense, even when we saw Terra Luna happen, like, we never seen it fall off a cliff this much that quick. So definitely an opportunity there for sure, because that's an accumulation opportunity for those of you that are just buying spot. Now, if you're on leverage, you're gonna have to figure that out. You're gonna have to de-risk. A lot of people were margin called, stopped out with this wick. So very sympathetic there, but at the same time, you guys know, and so it's really a lesson, but you should know what can happen in these markets, especially if you're trading on leverage. XRP did the same thing. XRP went down to $1.20. It's crazy, right? You could have accumulated that if you were at the charts. Like, I wasn't at the charts. I was on a farm doing some work, and my phone just starts beeping, bing, 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 getting texts from friends, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And then I looked and I said, okay, it's dropping, a little bit drop. And it didn't stop, right? It didn't stop. So it was like within, I guess if you go to the, let's say 30 minute, right? You go to the 30 minute, there was this drop. I started getting a call at this drop. They're like, oh, it's at 250. I said, oh, it's fine. Then 30 minutes later, another drop all the way down. I'm like, I missed that part. But, like I said, I was on the farm, and it was very, very surreal, because I've seen stuff like this in like with Brexit in the Forex world. Like, I've seen this happen in the Forex world. I have not seen this happen like that quick in crypto. So just wanted to highlight that. XRP pulling back now. You see the crazy wick. Crazy wick. H bar goes down to 7 cents. Guys, if anyone was able to catch that, you're almost up immediately, right? You catch that, and almost immediately, by the time the candle closes, you're in profit already. 7 cents, you already doubled your money. There's on the blockchain, you can find people that have took short positions, right? And 3x, 4x, 10x their money from that wick move. So we'll see what Tom Lee's saying. I definitely think he has some wisdom there, even though, you know, he's been saying a lot of crazy stuff. I don't think he's crazy. I just think that it was just, I don't know if it's just bad timing, but to think that, to go out and say you wish that you would have never created a project you started that actually was fairly successful because now you're like Ethereum maxi, is just, it's crazy. I mean, he didn't say because he was Ethereum maxi, but he's just really bullish on Ethereum right now and accumulating as much Ethereum as possible. You know, he has some wisdom, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So next up, we have another crypto billionaire, Arthur Hayes, another person early to Bitcoin. It's pretty much saying that the bull run's not over. The bull run will not end this year. He's saying that there have been 3 cycles where all-time high occurring every 4 years. As the 4-year anniversary of this 4th cycle is upon us, traders wish to apply historical pattern and forecast an end to this bull run. They will apply this rule without understanding why it worked in the past. And without historical understanding, they miss why it will fail this time. I agree with this 100%. This is what we said in our last video. I don't think you can apply the same fundamental historical biases that we've seen before now. The climate has changed. The regulation has changed. The adoption has changed. And you literally have countries, governments, investments, capital firms, and big institutions in the mix now. I don't think the 4-year cycle holds true anymore. Here he says, however, Hayes says there's nothing stopping the printers this time around. Hayes says Trump's plan to grow the economy by lowering interest rates, lowering the cost of housing, and deregulating banks will help Bitcoin bull run continue longer than the typical 4-year cycle, adding that while China might not help push Bitcoin run, it won't stand in the way. I agree with this 100%. 100%. So we'll see how this plays out. Taking a look at some TA. You guys are wondering. I know that's what everyone's wondering. Let's look at the TA. Flash crash. This is more so a fundamental move. This isn't really technical. Everything that happened is very much so fundamental because of that 100% tariff that President Donald Trump announced. Now, with that being said, pay attention to how we fold out this week. You want to look at these daily candles. Are we going to continue, or are we going to fill this wick at the bottom? That is a possibility, but you do see here that it did respect technicals to an extent, honoring this engulfing candle over here, staying within range. Did not go to our critical red level at 100,237. So I would stand by and pay attention. I do not think the bull run's over. I do think that you have a significant buying opportunity. You have Cardano at 64 cents. You have XRP at $2.41. You have an opportunity to continue to accumulate. So Tom Lee notes it here. It's a buying opportunity, right? He says the decline is a healthy correction in an ongoing bull market. I definitely think it wasn't necessarily correction per se. I think it was a fundamental response to what happened due to global economic conditions. Essentially, basically what Trump said, or what Trump initiated, that's going to run into effect November 1st with 100% tariff on China. So that's what I see, and I definitely think everyone has an opportunity to take advantage of this market cycle because the prices are insanely undervalued, right? Insanely undervalued, and I don't think we've had significant breakouts. Like, we had a Bitcoin breakout, but if you look at all these other altcoins, at least these 3 that we just showed you, nothing is broken out yet. What do you think is going to happen when that breakout comes? Nothing broke out yet. Everything broke down, but nothing broke up, right? So the only thing that broke up was Bitcoin. Cardano still within range. XRP going back into range. right? XRP is heading back into range. So you're accumulating XRP under $3. It's crazy. H bar going back into range. Like H bar's range is really choppy. But see, coiling back into range. We'll see if we make a new low and fill that wick. I know a lot of people don't want to talk about that, but that is a possibility. That wick being filled, that bearish wick, this big red candle being filled to the bottom is a possibility. It is. And what that's going to do is shake out everyone. Everyone's going to get shaken out, right? It's going to be a shakeout. Everyone's going to get shaken out and going to get left behind because the tides are going to turn very quickly. The same way we shoot down to the bottom is the same way you can shoot up to the top. Just keep that in mind. So what could happen is we'll fill the wick, and a lot of people are gone already, to be honest with you. A lot of people are gone. A lot of people are sold out of fear, sold out of loss, not messing with crypto anymore. That is an unfortunate reality. But that is when opportunities are given, opportunities are there, and just to be frank with you, that's when opportunities are missed as well. So that's our analysis. I know you guys have been blowing us up. Guys, we were outside, man. Outside, working on a farm, and really just utilizing this opportunity to not only accumulate more, but also realize that the people that are willing to hold through this craziness are the ones that are going to get rewarded when the dust settles. So definitely wanted to highlight that, guys. Hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.